When we were young, they took away all our culture. When I got out, I was lost. I was 9 years old when they sent me down. They forced my mother to send me down. I had to go down, otherwise she would get cut off her help from the government. So they sent us down, and I spent 10 years down there.
Residential school was, they were trying to they claimed they were giving us better education, and they took us away from our village, from our parents, our siblings.
When I went there, I got pretty lonesome in 1949. And I didn't know how to speak any English at all. That was the first thing they stressed, that there was to be no Indian tongue spoken on the premises, and we were to obey them or else suffer the consequences.
We turned to alcohol. Ralph and I were alcoholics. And our son grew up in an alcoholic home. He was 7 years old when we finally quit. So Darren had it was like, here Darren, here's some money, go to the store. It was like I'd wake up and see if he's in his bed, you know, so it was really no parenting skills. We just drank to forget what we went through, I guess.
It had a really bad effect on our culture.
Like, this was a systematic sort of process that attempted to eliminate an entire people, if not in body, then in terms of their life practices. And that's a profound violation of human rights. So this isn't only wrong, it was criminal.
I had a number of cousins who went to residential school. I remember one of them, shortly after he finished up, committed suicide. In the brief time that I knew him, I wasn't able to really communicate very well with him because he simply kept everything inside, bottled up. There are quite a few people that we've dealt with here who came to us not knowing, except knowing that they were Indian or native of some kind, not knowing where they were from and who they were actually related to. And when you think about that, that's a pretty scary situation. It's pretty frightening and sad. So you can't say, I'm sorry, and the problem's going to go away, you know, or you can't give people money and say that, you know, here, I'm going to pay you for a certain amount for each year that you spent in school, and that should, you know, solve your problems. Well, it's not going to solve your problems.
If Stephen Harper can travel, I'm sure he can come to the different villages that were affected by residential school and invite the survivors back to their home and hear us out what should have been done. He just did it there, and all we did was hear it on TV. So it wasn't personal. He doesn't know what we went through. He doesn't know how hurt people were, how people were affected. A lot of people turned into alcoholics. A lot of people are down Skid Row because of residential school.
die, die.